now for one of our do-it-yourself projects today, we're talking about repairing screens. By golly, if your screen got ripped up this past winter, you're going to want to hear this. Fabrics comes in rolls. They're available in different types and at home centers, and some easy instructions will allow you to replace the material in a damaged window or screen door. So Andrew Lacombe is at Lowe's in Marquette Township this morning to tell us how it's done. Morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Vicki. It's great to be outside the studio again and back here at Lowe's. And you know, putting a screen door in, at least in my house, is a big sign of spring, getting ready for summer. And so we're going to learn more about how to make some repairs on that screen door. That's very important to have keep the bugs out, you know, in your house. So I'm joined now again by Sean from Lowe's. Thanks for being here, Sean. And what are some of the biggest issues that people run into with their screen doors?
Well, they just get worn, they just get aged. The UV and the sun all wear on it. Children's and pets and everything else. Sort of the screen door tends to take a big beating, and spring is definitely on its way. So we know that it's time for a few repair illustrations that we can show you. Really easy to do, simple for any homeowner to take care of themselves.
Yeah, I know that Sean Householder's been telling us about some warmer weather coming, so maybe this would be a good weekend to just start looking at your screen door. So what do you have to show us?
That's right. We've actually got a wide selection of screen material and spline options. So when you have a screen door, for example, like this, you're going to have two sort of main parts that hold the screen in. There's the screen itself, the fiberglass or steel mesh, and then there's also what's called a spline. That's this round material here that holds the screen into the door frame or into the window frame, and it's really easy to repair. So in this one here, we're showing where the spline has come out, the screen is loose, and in order to put that back in, if it's not torn or damaged or anything like that, you can simply put it back in place. And then we have a tool, this roller tool, which inserts the spline into the channel, and just by following the track, you can put that screen back in place, and sometimes you can fix the screen that you have. Now, if you have a tear or you have a damaged screen that can't be replaced, you can come to Lowe's, or we can get you the right screen for your door. We have 30 different options of screens, 20 different options of splines, and we can help make sure you get the right size, the right shape, the right color to fit your project. And we also have some nice repair kits that work really well too.
Okay, what kind of, I mean, these work for pretty small repairs, I guess?
Yes, so if you have a small tear or a small crack in your screen, we have two different options here. This one is, the one on the left is just a peel and stick. It's made for fiberglass screens. You peel off the backing, stick it on, press it together, and you're good to go. On the other one, it's made for metal screens, and it's just a woven patch that you insert, snap into place, and it'll hold itself in place without any adhesives or any type of fastening system.
Now, for big fixes, is this something that people would have to get and kind of be ambitious to put that in?
The screens, there's not really a way to just replace half of a screen. So if you have a significantly damaged screen or one that's just worn or weak or tattered, you have to replace it. You have to replace it in its entirety, and then you can come and buy a whole roll of screen of appropriate size to fit your project. So if you just have a small window, we can give you a small package. If you have a giant window or a giant door, we can give you a package that'll work for that as well.
So this is all pretty much similar between windows and doors as far as screens go?
That's correct. It's the same material, but there are many different options for sizes, the overall sizes of the screen and the roll that you'd have to buy, and also the size of spline. It varies. There's about 10 different sizes of splines and shapes, so we can help you make sure you get the right one for your job.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Now, when we come back here later on this morning, we're going to be doing a little bit more with doors, but this time it'll be locks. We'll look at some things with locks on your doors, so stick around for that. If you want to check out this do-it-yourself segment later on today or any of our past do-it-yourself segments, you can go on to uppermichigansource.com and check those out. And so now we're going to head back to the studio now. Reporting live in Marquette Township this morning, Andrew Lacombe, TV6 News.
Earlier, we learned about those repairing screens, both windows and doors, and now we're going to check out those door locks. Let's head back out with TV6's Andrew Lacombe at Lowe's in Marquette Township for more. Andrew?
Good morning again, Vicki. Doors and doorknobs and door locks are important parts for security of your home, so it's really critical to have the right equipment and know what you're doing when you're putting those pieces together. So we're joined again by Sean from Lowe's, and Sean, just tell me what we're gonna be looking at here. I'm gonna stand over on this side.
Sure. Well, going into spring, a lot of people are looking at fixing up the house, and the doorknobs and door locks are really easy to become either busted or they need to be tightened up. So this is a good example of what can easily happen through regular use, especially hard use or a door that gets used frequently. Almost every doorknob and door handle, door lock is installed or adjusted the same way. So there's going to be two screws through the knob itself, two screws through the latch, and then 2 screws in the jamb. So if you want to replace it, it's just as easy as tightening it up, and I can show you how to do that here.
Okay. Most doorknobs, the screws are pretty standard size, all the same?
Yep, they're almost always going to be Phillips head screws, and just by doing that, we can make a knob that's more secure and provides you a lot better security and safety for your home.
Okay, what about putting these deadlocks on those? Are part of a set or something you can get separately?
You can get them separately. You can get them as a set. We can have them keyed to match your existing key. We can rekey the existing lock sometimes. There's a lot of different options. Most of them all install the same way as far as the screws, the attachments, the hardware. It's very simple. Almost always just a Phillips screwdriver will take care of it. And just the same with the deadbolt as with a regular knob. It's just 2 screws right in the face of it, and you can tighten it up or replace it yourself.
Is it problematic when you're putting the other part on the inside of the door? Is that sometimes cause problem with size?
It's just 2 screws that you can see right here. When you loosen those screws and you loosen these screws, it all just slides out. And when you want to put a new one in, it slides right in just as easily. It's very simple.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. So, and one of the things, so people don't carry around 5 keys. I mean, that's a problem that can be solved.
We can definitely help them with it. A lot of the modern lock manufacturers make locks that are rekeyable to match any key. If you don't know what you have or how it works, come on in. We'll help you out with that. We have the experts to give you the right answers to make sure it's done right.
All right. Thanks, Sean. And if you have an idea for a future Do-It-Yourself segment, let us know on our Facebook page. And if you want to watch any of our previous Do-It-Yourself segments again, you can go to uppermichigansource.com and check those out. We'll have more Do-It-Yourself projects again next Wednesday. For now, we'll head back to the studio live in Marquette Township this morning. Andrew Lacombe, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. And I'll tell you what, everybody's itching for this